Hi friends, here is a tour of Seesaw from the student view. So here is our class name. It's Super Amazing Demo Class is up here. And then this is my imaginary student, Paul. This is what Paul can see when he comes in. You can see that it's Paul because it's Paul up here. He has student one class because Paul is only in one class. If it's more than one class, I can click here, and this is where his different classes will be listed, as well as underneath it shows which teachers are involved in that class. If Paul's family has more than one student using Seesaw, you can always sign out here and sign in as another student. Paul can add things using the plus up here, like a photo directly using Seesaw's camera, a drawing, a video using Seesaw's camera. He can upload from the computer or Google Drive. He can write a note, or he can put in a link if he put his work in elsewhere. X to go back. Okay, so after that, let's go through where Paul wants to add a drawing. So green plus, click drawing, and Paul can start drawing. Hi. I don't really know what this is. This is going to be a Mickey Mouse hat. Poor Paul. Give him some ears. Oh, that looks amazing. But I don't want to just leave it there. I want to add something to it. I can click this camera, photo, and I can take a picture right with it. So Paul could take a picture. Oh, look, that's a gross picture. I'm going to click the three dots and go delete and do it again. I was talking. Okay, there's the picture. I can make it smaller. I can make it bigger. With the three dots, I could move it to the front, to the back. I could lock it so I could keep it from moving. I could duplicate it and have more than one. And let's see, I can also delete it. So those are my pictures. I also have the highlighter. I drew with the pen. I have a pencil. This is to move things. This is the magic finger. Here is Sparkle Magic and the eraser. If I double click any of these, I get more options. I can change the size of my eraser or erase the whole drawing. I can change the size of any of my pens. Or if I leave it clicked and click over here to the colors, I can change the color of my pen. Here's a lovely star. When I'm ready, I click the green check. And there it is, waiting for teacher approval, because his teacher has it set that all items need to have approval before going into the journal. That is the journal. Over here in activities, this is where Paul would add responses to the activity. There are two sections. There is waiting for response and class activities. Waiting for response are things that Paul has not answered yet. Class activities are all of the activities that are currently assigned to that class. So if Paul wants to do something again, he needs to go into class activities. That's where he could find the calendar every day for the month. In waiting for response, that's where he can find his daily activities. Paul has not answered the optional math, addition, number stories, so he could add response. Oops, so add response, he hasn't looked at the instructions yet. So view instructions.
Bonjour les amis, bienvenue à la
And that's where you can always find the instructions, or at that top bar. You can also play the instructions because there are voice instructions here. And if Paul can read, he can read these or have a parent help him out, or family member or older sibling. If there's already a template created, it will go right into that template. If there's not, you get the 6 options, same 6 options as you get when you add to the journal. 3 plus 2 equals 5. Green check. Waiting for teacher approval. Let's go over to that activity tab. That activity is no longer there. It is found in class activities because Paul has already responded to it. Scroll down. Here it where it is. Okay. In waiting for response, there are certain activities. Let's go up to a reading one. Add response for je lis voici. This is a reading activity. So this one had a template, so it automatically opens the template. Over here, you'll see 4 different pages. This is where you can click between the pages. You can't see the pages, up here you will see the number. On the other ones, there were only 1 page, so it says 1 out of 1. This is 4 out of 4 because we're on the 4th page. Here, it'd be 1 out of 4 because we're on the 1st page. I'm going to do the magic finger right here to move what I want to talk about. Then I get to hear it, Paul will hit the record button. Oh, I'm going to allow my microphone. 2, 1, go. An arrow can pop up. So now I can read along with my arrow if I hold down my mouse. Voici un crocodile. Voici un soleil. Green check always means done. And here, Paul can re-record, listen to his recording. Each of these pages is like an island. This recording only gets with this page. If I turn the page, there is a new set of things and a new opportunity to record. I could record on all 4 of these pages. If it's an activity where I just really liked all of these, I could click these 3 dots at the bottom to duplicate this page. So that way I could have on one page glace and fleur, and on the other page, because I really like it, I want licorne and araignée. So that way I could have 4 things that I really liked by duplicating that page. I could also add down here, add page, to give myself a blank page. If you know what, it's too much work for me, I could always click those 3 dots and delete a page, just to limit how much work I need to do. This is all about making it fit me. When I'm done with my activity, I click the green check, and it's back to waiting for teacher approval. Other things Paul has access to, so journal, activities. Next is the inbox. This is different than the parent inbox. Paul gets things that are announcements. This class has never had an announcement, but sometimes our media center specialist sends student announcements, and those will appear here. Paul can't respond to a student announcement. He cannot send a message back to the teacher through this inbox. He can only get messages. This notification is oftentimes the reason for these red numbers, and that is because, oh, look, his items have been published to the blog or it was updated. Things like that will appear in notifications. So that was the journal, activities, inbox. Next, you may or may not see a blog. This needs to be activated by the teacher for that class. If you do have this blog, this is where students can share their wow work or things that they would like to share with the class. So here was an activity that Paul did. Here is an activity that everyone can see. Same with this one. Oh, but here, Violet shared her work with reading this activity. And Paul could leave a comment either a written comment, I like your work. Oh, and it's pending approval because the teacher needs to approve that first. So that was a written comment. If you click this comment button, you can also over here click the microphone. I like your work. Pause it. It is thinking. Oh, green check to send it. And then now we have a voice comment too that Paul could leave. And that is on a different student's work. If the blog is published in the journal, at the bottom, a little icon will show up. It's this little globe-like icon that's the same as over here. So the globe for the blog, the globe for the blog. If Paul clicks that, he gets the option, publish this item to the blog once it is approved. Publish to blog. And look, the globe icon has turned blue and it's been sent to the blog. Paul could send this to the blog too. He'd click this. This has already been approved by the teacher, so the words have changed. Publish this item to the blog. Yes, I want to publish this item to the blog. The blue globe has appeared and it will show up in the blog once the teacher approves it for the blog. So see, it's not here yet. Those are the different views in the student mode. I hope this helped to kind of make sense of where the different things are. Please let us know if you have any questions.